Hi, Cuan of Normark. Today we're discussing the Beretta 1301 Comp Pro, and we're going to do a little experiment. The Beretta 1301 Comp Pro comes standard with 3 external chokes, choke key, and today we're going to shoot at 30 yards, check a little bit of pattern. We're going to try 2 different types of shot to cover the range. Here I've got 7.5 28 gram, typically used for bird shooting. A lot of sport shooters will use it on steel, and some buckshot. We're going to use the 3 chokes that are included with the Beretta 1301 Comp Pro: the cylinder choke, the improved cylinder choke, and the improved modified cylinder choke. On the subject of chokes, please do not be tempted at any time to fire your Beretta shotgun without chokes. You're going to damage the threads. So please always ensure that your chokes are in your shotgun. Doesn't matter which one, just make sure they're in. Don't over tighten them, and always use a little bit of grease on the threads. Once again, on the subject of shooting slugs, which we'll do a little bit later today, just for fun, no tighter than an improved cylinder, please. That way, everything will keep running perfectly for a long time without any damage to your firearm. Beretta 1301. The choke fitted at the moment is the cylinder bore. It's the number 1 in the range of the 3 that come with the Beretta shotgun. I'm going to shoot 30 yards for pattern, 7.5 28, and some buckshot. Eyes, ears, range awareness, everything is safe. On the subject of safety, when you're using a semi-automatic, unlike a break action shotgun like an over and under or side by side, which is clearly safe when it's open, a semi-automatic, not so obvious. So please, just to be kind and be aware and basic common courtesy on the range, if you're carrying a shotgun like this with people around, maybe on a bird shoot, ideally you want the ejection port with the bolt lock back facing people, facing skyward, so that they can see instantaneously that this firearm is safe. Buckshot first. Followed by birdshot. Bolt stays open after the last shot. Beretta 1301 Comp Pro, cylinder choke. These big holes are your buckshot. Your spread is, as my finger indicates over here, it's quite obvious with the larger holes. Nice and centered. My aiming point was roughly at the bottom of this piece of paper. Very nice spread, quite large as can be expected from cylinder bore, almost the entire page. There's my wad stuck over there. I don't know if you can see it, Johan. Spread over here and all the way over there. Let's try it again with a slightly tighter choke. Beretta 1301 Comp Pro, now fitted with a choke which is the improved cylinder, slightly tighter than the cylinder bore. Let's give her a bash. We're going to start with some buckshot, followed up by a shot of 7.5 28. This well area has been nicely beveled, beautiful and smooth, easy to load, nothing that catches your thumb or any pain whatsoever. Going to have a look at the target. Alright, in all fairness, my first shot was absolutely spot on. I know for a fact I pulled the second shot with the bird shot a little bit left. Your patterning on the buckshot is without a doubt tighter than what it was with cylinder bore. The improved cylinder is definitely tighter. Beautiful, nice pattern. There was my aiming point, nice tight cluster. And the bird shot, without a doubt, a little bit tighter than with the cylinder bore, but still quite a nice big pattern. Incidentally, the improved cylinder is what I used last week on a compact range. For the very first time in my life that I used this gun on a compact range shooting some clays. And I shot my second best score. I didn't know what the improved cylinder choke was actually going to do on the range on the day, so I grabbed the one in the middle of the range, and I did quite well with it. I'm quite pleased with myself. All in all, very, very nice. Once again, there's our wad stuck in the target. Beretta 1301 Comp Pro. We've now fitted the improved modified choke, the tightest choke of the standard 3 chokes that come with a shotgun. Really nice aid to a 24-inch barrel. And of course you can get additional chokes if you so wish. Let's give her a bash. Nice massive crossbolt safety, you just cannot miss it. Let's go and have a look at that pattern. With the improved modified choke, there can be no doubt that the chokes have an effect on your shot pattern. I mean, this is a remarkable difference to the last two chokes, the cylinder and the improved cylinder that we used. Look how nice and tight this cluster is. We've got buckshot clearly right over here and a really nice tight pattern on your number 7.5 28s. The majority, remember, my aiming point was here. The majority of the shot just above the front sight at 30 yards, exactly where it's supposed to be. And we still got some here, maybe 15-20% underneath the bore line, the aiming point. Absolutely perfect. I absolutely love what I just saw here now. We've just completed a choke test, a nice pattern test with the 3 standard chokes that come with the Beretta 1301 Comp Pro. Just for fun, I've put in a improved cylinder choke. 4 rounds, here's number 5, solid slug, iron sights, 30 yards. Just going to aim for center mass and see how she performs. Let's go have a look. Beretta 1301, 30 yards, shooting offhand with solid slugs, 5 rounds. And that's what I got at 30 yards, 5 shots offhand, and I wasn't that steady. I'm very, very impressed with that. And the really nice thing about the Beretta, as I've discussed before, is that you can fit a rail on the back, a weaver rail, and fit an optic on you if you want to. A nice red dot sight. That should make shooting slugs like this a whole lot easier from a tactical perspective and also from a hunting perspective. Take this gun into the bush. I'd be quite happy with that on something like an impala or a pig or a warthog, obviously in the provinces that allow hunting with semi-automatics. Very, very impressed. Beretta 1301, absolutely fantastic.